Yeah, great question. Thank you, Suki, for asking. So yesterday I launched my book. You could tell, by the way, I have a, I'm in the midst of a cold right now. I don't usually sound this way. Yesterday I was in like the deepest part of my cold. Today I feel like I'm on the mend. Yesterday it was really bad, and yesterday happened to be the day I had to launch my book, my new book, because I had scheduled weeks ago for it to publish on yesterday on Amazon. And it went and hadn't published yesterday on Amazon. The schedule went ahead. And I said, okay, well, today I'm doing my launch actions. I'm launching it, even when I felt really bad, but I just did what I could. I worked lightly, right? I worked lightly and I did launch it. And even though, and I'm going to go and show you, I'm going to see if I can find it right now on the screen to show you when I launch. Yes. Okay. I'm going to show you. This is kind of funny and sad at the same time. Went to Amazon, searched George Cal content marketing, and Grace is my mom. I deliver it to my mom's house. Um, this is my latest book. Congratulations, George. No image available. Okay, compared to many other books, obviously most books have an image available. I go into it, no image available. This was, and yesterday, okay, so just for some context, obviously I know how to launch books. I've launched 5 books, 4 of which have multiple editions. I know how to launch books. I know how to work with KDP, the Amazon book publishing system. I know it so well, better than most people. And I did everything I normally do to launch a book. Most books launch just fine, right? But there was a glitch in the Amazon system for this particular launch. And I thought, okay, because I've been seeing this no image available for a couple of weeks now when I scheduled the launch. And I thought, okay, maybe it's just they're still processing it. And by the launch day, it'll have the image. I didn't think to that there was a glitch in the system and that even during the publishing day, the image wants to still were not available. So anyway, long story short, it was an Amazon glitch. I chatted with Amazon yesterday. I'm like, wait, what the heck? Today is launch day. Why isn't the image available yet? And they said, oh, it looks like it got stuck in the system. Let me go ahead and force it through. Okay, I got it through. It'll show up in 3 business days. I'm launching today, sir. Right? I was very nice to the person. I'm launching today. It's not his fault. But he did what he could. Anyway, long story short, the question is, how do we balance between discipline and commitment versus quality? Okay, great question, right? Because if I prioritize perfection and quality, I would say, okay, I'm not going to announce the launch until 3 days from now. It's only 3 days, George, right? Until 3 days from now when the image is going to be up. The actual book contents are fully there already. It's just the sales image wasn't up. So it's a great question. I'll be honest with you. I tend to err on the side of discipline and commitment. And particularly, I'll say this, public commitments. Because I not only did I schedule it on Amazon to publish yesterday, which I could have rescheduled it probably. I could have rescheduled it the day before, but I didn't plan on getting sick, right? So maybe January 7th, I could have rescheduled to say, no, don't publish tomorrow. But I was like, well, maybe I'll feel better tomorrow and I'll be fine. And again, I thought maybe the image will be up by tomorrow, but it didn't. But I could have also delayed my announcement of the book launch. The book could have been published on Amazon. I could have said, well, I'll wait for 3 days before I announce it to everybody. But yesterday I went ahead and announced it. And I think partly the reason I did that is because I teach joyful productivity. I teach working lightly. So I wanted to use this as an example to say, even though most authors would freak out and not announce it, given that the sales image is not available, they would wait. Most authors would do it. And I would think this. I think most authors should wait in this particular case. But I wanted to almost rebel against the universe, you might say. I'm good at this. I like to rebel against the universe and therefore shape it to my goals. And I think the universe does. I think the universe is pliable. I think life is pliable. Just like our brains are neuroplastic, I think life is, I've noticed in my, 40 plus years of living, life is pliable. There is no, I think most people are too superstitious. I'll just put it that way. I think most people are too superstitious. Like, oh, It seems like life is guiding me in this direction now. Now, of course, I believe in spirit. I believe in spirit guides. I believe in astrology. I believe in human design. I believe in all that too. And yes, that's why the question is a question. I think it is a moment to moment exercise of what some people call relevance realization, of moment to moment exercise of in this discernment, right? In this situation, is life, the universe, guiding me to take a break, don't launch it yet? Or in this moment, is the universe even challenging me to say, hey, I'm giving you a challenge here. What are you going to do about this? And ultimately, of course, it's your choice. And you'll learn from your choices. You'll strengthen certain parts of yourself. You might weaken certain parts of yourself with each choice you make. So I'll leave it right there. I think it is definitely a question of balance, but I think more it's a question of discernment and how the decision is relevant to your values and to your goals and to your reputation to some degree as well, right? So I hope this helps. I know it's kind of vague, um, but I think that's a true answer for me at this time. And thank you for asking.